Meeting come to order, please. Welcome to the Honolulu Liquor Commission. Please silence all of your electronic devices. And if you're appearing today before the commission, please introduce yourself and your client and spell your names. And if you're here to testify on anything in the public hearing, please come forward, be sworn in by Ms. Harai, and state your name and spell it for our commission's reporter. So let's move. Commissioner, I see we have some minutes for action.
Yes, Chair. Motion to approve the regular and executive session minutes of the 45th and 47th meetings as previously circulated.
Second.
Been moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. The regular and executive minutes of the 45th and the 47th meeting are approved. Moving into the public hearing, calling agenda item number 1, application number 19-16045 from Limon Kapolei LLC. Mr. Z. Bacalon.
Aloha, Chair, Vice Chairs, members of the Commission. Emmanuel Zibakalam here on behalf of Limon Kapolei. I can answer any questions you may have.
Thank you very much. Ms. Harai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This matter was continued from the July 11th meeting date. Public hearing kept open because applicant had failed to meet the requirements of Hawaii Revised Statutes 28157C, and that the affidavit of mailing failed to list a required mail out to a condominium, although the proof of mailing submitted indicated that the mailing had been made. Applicant filed an amended affidavit of mailing with said amended affidavit available for public review at the Commission for a minimum of 7 business days. And during that time, we will confirm that no inquiries have been made to review either the original or amended affidavit. This application has received 0 written protests, 0 letters in support. Applicant has met statutory requirements for the submission of this application. And for the record, a summary of the May 9th preliminary hearing testimony was provided to Commissioner Ganaban prior to the continued public hearing date.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to testify for or against this application? Seeing none. Commissioners?
Okay, motion to approve application number 19-16045.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 1, application number 19-16045 is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving into special license applications. Agenda item number 2, application number 19-16919 from G Lion Snenergy Events LLC.
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Afternoon, Ms.
On
Cole.
behalf of the applicant present to my right is authorized agent Jordan, spelled Jordyn, Oriole, Oriole. We have no changes to this evening.
Thank you very much. Commissioners?
Motion to approve the application number 19-16919.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 2, application number 19-16919 is approved.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Calling agenda item number 3, application number 19-16990 from Kids Fit Foundation. Mr. Johnson.
Aloha, John Johnson, JOHNSON.
Thank you very much. Commissioners? Let's continue.
Thank you for providing a much more detailed report and application.
Your supplemental information you provided, your contract is still, your security contract is with the Spartan race. It's
Spartan.
between Spartan race, but the applicant is Kids Fit Foundation,
That's correct.
which is the nonprofit.
That's correct.
I think we also, was there, I think we also requested that Kids Fit Foundation authorized you as an authorized representative on behalf of them.
That's correct. And you'll find that, I don't know if you have the latest supplemental information, nonprofit special license page, down on number 9. You'd ask that number 10 be changed to my name at our last meeting.
I don't see that here in our packet.
I have a copy if you guys like it. Only have one copy though.
That's fine. I think the question and the concern is, you need to be the authorized representative,
Correct.
if I remember correctly.
This,
We don't have to.
that's John Johnson.
But that was accepted and received by us.
That, and we confirm receipt of that, that was submitted to us.
Right here.
What was sent, this week was the 2019 Hawaii Beer Service Planning, document with the Kids Fit Foundation, on that letterhead that attached the security services agreement. That's what the receipt this week comprised of.
Mr. Johnson, how about liquor form 106 on the notification of authorization? Was that completed as well? That was the one. He submitted this.
Did we get a copy of that revised application? Sheet, the notification of authorization, the one that,
Insofar as we're making a copy of it now, I'm gonna say no, you did not get it.
oh, we did not? Okay.
I mean, I'll have to see what she is bringing, what, acting supervising investigator Fontaine is bringing back, but,
Okay.
I recall, that's what we requested, was the change on that
That's one
side,
of the documents.
as well as the other documents, so as long as we can verify that we did receive that. One more thing, Mr. Johnson, the security services agreement is unsigned, but I'm assuming you're executing this contract.
That's correct. Actually, I have a signed copy here in front of me.
As long as you represent that there is a signed executed contract for your,
Yes.
security services.
okay, this is,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's done.
so just for the record, what was provided to you is the supplemental information for nonprofit special licensee, within which, item number 10 has substituted the name of John Johnson for the previously identified person, which was, I believe, Peter Murphy. There is a separate notification of authorized agent form that currently still identifies, Peter Murphy as the authorized agent, so this indicates the person in charge of the event. which is a little different from the notification of authorized agent form. But the commission, in its discretion, can choose to accept what has been submitted in satisfaction of what was previously asked for.
Thank you.
Mr. Johnson, you did say that Peter Murphy as well as, I believe, Sean McGuire will be present during this.
That's true, that's correct.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Alright, so,
Thank you.
gonna approve this.
No, sir, you need to wait.
Okay,
All I heard was like,
Not so fast.
motion to approve application number 19-16990.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 3, application number 19-16990 is approved.
aloha.
Aloha. Calling agenda item number 4, application number 20-232 from Free Spirits LLC. Mr. Choi, Mr. Gomez.
Good afternoon, members of the commission. Neil Gota, appearing on behalf of Free Spirits LLC. To my right is Matthew Choi, manager. We have no changes to the investigative report. This is the New Wave Friday event, which goes on quarterly.
Thank you very much. Commissioner?
Just clarifying, Mr. Gota, the restrooms are located outside of the area. Is that correct, or is there an arrow pointing down? Exhibit B,
They're located outside of the area.
outside. And your procedure will be for,
We have security guards at the entrance and the exits, so they confiscate the alcohol before it leaves.
Yep.
motion to approve application number 20-20032.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 4, application number 20-20032 is approved. Calling agenda item number 5, application number 20-20033 from Free Spirits LLC.
Good afternoon, members of the commission. Neil Gota, appearing on behalf of Free Spirits LLC. To my right is Matthew Choi, a manager. We were just informed that due to the NFL game, that this event is being changed to August 24th. All the other facts remain the same, but we'd like
Thank
to
you very
change the
much.
date.
So Saturday, August 24th.
Correct. This is the quarterly night market event.
I actually have a question. I see that, I mean, this application as well as the other two have to deal with the same event.
Correct.
And there are 3 separate areas
Correct.
that you're
That we
requesting.
just couldn't connect contiguously, so
Correct.
it's 3 separate applications.
Is there documentation, I'm not too familiar with the street market event, but it covers a broad range of blocks. It seems like it's more than one area. And
Yeah.
also on the timing of that event, what time does that event end? I know you're asking for 12 o'clock, a lot of the other events end at 10 in that area, so I just wanted to know more about that.
It goes down Oahe Street and then comes up Keawe Street, so it's like an L. So one bar, one bar is gonna be on Keawe Street, one bar is on Oahe Street, and one bar is in the South complex.
Okay, but this is part of the street market event.
Correct.
And encompasses Salt, correct?
It does.
Or is it just on the street?
The night market technically is just on the street, and then Salt piggybacks the event, but they're not technically connected.
Okay, I wish you provided more documentation on that event, because you're tying your licenses to this event, and it's kind of hard for me to figure out what's going on.
And the alcohol is gonna be contained in beer garden, correct?
Correct.
So they will not be allowed to drink outside of the designated beer garden area?
No.
Okay, so you folks have a plan for security to ensure that people aren't coming in and out with drinks?
Yep.
So if I get one from the Oahe Street location, I can't take it out and go over to the Keawe Street location, correct? I have to finish it, throw it away, and then I can move. Okay.
You cannot leave the beer gardens.
Okay. Very good.
Can you verify the the ending times of that event? I know you're asking for 12.
The event itself ends around 10:30, and then we usually get a little cushion to clean up, and some of the vendors try to get a drink after they're done with theirs.
I just have, a point of order. Investigator Sato, can you secure that sign so it doesn't fall and hurt anybody in the back row? Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. All right, motion to approve application number 20-20033 with the amended date of Saturday, August 24th.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 5, application number 20-20033 is approved with the amended date of the 24th, August 24th. Move on to agenda item number 6, application number 20-20049 from Free Spirits LLC.
Good afternoon, members of the commission. Neil Gota, appearing on behalf of Free Spirits LLC. To my right is Matthew Choi, manager. We'd like to withdraw this application. They're gonna remove the bar on Oahe Street.
Motion to withdraw application number 20-20049.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 6 is, application number 20-20049 is withdrawn. Calling agenda item number 7, application number 20-20059 from Free Spirits LLC.
Good afternoon, members of the commission. Neil Gota, appearing on behalf of Free Spirits LLC. To my right is Matthew Choi, manager. Again, due to the NFL event, we'd like to request that the date be changed to August 24th. All other facts remain the same. This is another location within the night market event.
Motion to approve application number 20-20059 with the amended date of August 24th.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 7, application number 20-20059 is approved. Thank you,
very much.
gentlemen. On agenda item number 8, transfer application number 19-16307 from Fukudaya Global Works Corporation.
Commissioners, Keith Suzuka on behalf of the applicant Kudaya Global Works Corporation. To my right is Mr. Keiji Fukuda, K-E-I-J-I, new word, F-U-K-U-D-A, Fukuda. He's the president of the Kudaya Global Works Corporation. I've reviewed the investigative report from the client, and we have no changes, no comments to it. The premises has been operated under a temporary license since May 30th, with no violations.
Thank you, Bill. Commissioners?
Okay, motion to approve transfer application number 19-16307.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 8, transfer application number 19-16307 is approved.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 9, application number 19-15888 from Pacific Suites LLC. Mr. Wall and Mr. Uyoka.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the commission. This year, I, Robert Uyoka, on behalf of Pacific Suites LLC, present to my right, Mr. Roger Wall. He is the vice chairman and chief administrative officer, first name R-O-G-E-R, last name W-A-L-L. At this time, we have nothing to add to the investigator's report.
Thank you very much. Commissioners?
Okay, motion to approve application number 19-15888.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 9, application number 19-15888 is approved.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, gentlemen. The bats were cracking today, Mr. Uyo.
16-3.
Hey. Let's go, I'll move on to temporary license application, agenda item number 10, application number 19-16698 from VAG Inc., DBA Shinpachi. Mr. Luke.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission. To my right is the owner, Victor Jian. He is present with counsel Wayne Luke. We have no changes to the investigator's report.
Commissioners?
Motion to approve, application number 19-16698.
Second?
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 10, application number 19-16698 is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Luke.
Thank you.
Thank you. Calling agenda item number 11, application number 20-20019 from Duck Win Inc.
Good afternoon, Chair. Representative
Commissioner.
Nishioka. Appearing on behalf of the applicant, to my right is Ian, I-A-N, Nguyen, N-G-U-Y-E-N, who is the Vice President for the applicant.
Thank
We
you
have
very
reviewed the investigator's report and have no changes.
Thank you very much. Commissioners?
Okay. Motion to approve, temporary application number 20-20019.
Second?
Been moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 11, application number 20-20019 is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is a request, agenda item number 12, request number 20-20078 from Murphy's Inc.
7-2.
Afternoon, Chairman, Commissioners, Mr. I, Don Murphy, Murphy's Bar and Grill.
Thank you very much. Commissioners?
Mr. Murphy, I'm assuming you did go to neighborhood board,
Yes.
and can you please disclose the results on what?
Oh, they voted unanimously in favor of it.
Thank you very much.
How long have you been putting on the UH pigskin pig out? Mr.
This is the
Murphy?
24th.
And there will be
Go
no
Bulls.
minors at this event?
No.
Very good. Very good.
I mean, every now and then our coach will show up with a little tyke like this, but they don't stay around long.
No babysitter, huh?
It is good? Yep. Okay, motion to approve request number 20-20072.
Second?
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 12, request number 20-20072 is approved.
Thank you.
Go Bulls.
Go Bulls. Moving on to agenda item number 13, request number 20-20091 from FEC Kamuki Partners LLC. Commissioner Lee.
Yes, Chair, due to a possible conflict, I'm gonna have to recuse myself from this
Thank you.
agenda item.
Commissioner Miyashiro.
Yes, I also need to recuse due to a conflict.
Mr. Kiyuchi.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the Commission. Keith Kyuchi for the licensee. To my right is April Whiting Haraguchi, last name spelled W-H-I-T-I-N-G -H-A-R-A-G-U-C-H-I. This is a catering request for 14 days in August, 13 days in September to the Waikiki Aquarium. Champs caters to the King's Luau. Just to refresh the Commission's memory, the event is held 5:15 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. in an area approximately 75 feet by 120 feet on the grounds of the Waikiki Aquarium. They accommodate approximately 150 people. This catering has been ongoing since 2015. So far, we have not had any incidents, thank goodness. And you know, my client has been pretty good about monitoring the situation.
Good job, Mr. Kiyuchi. Commissioners?
Okay. Motion to approve request number 20-20091.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 13, request number 20-20091 is approved. Drink with the fish. Oh.
On the lawn.
I went.
Calling agenda item number 14, request number 20-20030 from James Lee Esquire. Mr. Lee,
Mr. Chair and Commissioners, you do have a letter from council requesting that this matter be rescheduled or continued to the August 1 setting in order to complete the renewal period that is the original licensee is entitled to, that will expire as of July 31. So if you could please continue this matter to August 1, please.
thank you.
Motion to continue request number 20-20030 to August 1st.
Second.
Been moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 14 is continued to August 1st,
Yes.
2019. Calling agenda, moving into adjudication. Before we go into adjudication, can we have a short recess, please? Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Moving into adjudications.
Good afternoon, Chairman, members of the Commission, Ms. Hirai, Deputy Corporation Counsel Monica Choi on the record for the prosecution and agenda items number 15 through 23.
Thank you very much. Calling agenda item number 15, Bronzer Front.
Chairman, Vice Chairs, Commissioners, my name is Christian House, Kristianhouse, and I waive reading of the charges, or charge.
How would you like to plead as to charge 1?
No contest.
Motion to accept the no contest plea for charge 1.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 15, no contest plea is accepted for charge number 1.
Ms. Choi, what's your recommendation for charge 1?
This is first-time violation for a transfer of the business without the Liquor Commission's approval. My recommended fine is $500.
Sir, any comment?
I would just say that we went through this without an attorney, and I don't think we have no intent to violate any rules or regulations. If I personally transfer or buy another license, I'll make sure to consult with you further and take an attorney on it, so I don't do this again.
Thank you. Motion to approve the recommended fine of $500.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 15, the recommended fine of $500 is approved.
And sir, how would you like to plead for charge 2? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just wanted to say that I moved to dismiss charge number 2. It's
Oh.
actually a duplicate charge of charge number 1, because charge number 2 was for a change of member, but that was as a result of his transfer of business, so
Okay.
we're
very
moving to
good.
dismiss.
So motion to dismiss charge 2.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 15, charge number 2 is dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Calling agenda item number 16, the 4-4.
Good afternoon, my name is Gloria Rodak, GLORIA, last name ROBACK.
Thank you.
charge? Oh, I will read it. Okay, on or about July 5th, oh, I'm sorry, let me interrupt. This is a charge for a change of member, but the notification was not timely made. I moved to amend part of the charge. The charge says that it was not made prior to the admission or withdrawal, but it's actually supposed to read not made within 30 days of the change of member, so.
The change is noted.
Okay, thank you. On or about July 5th, 2018, and or during the period between June 6, 2018 and August 20th, 2018, in the city and county of Honolulu, state of Hawaii, licensee, a limited liability company failed to notify the commission in writing of the name, age, and place of residence of any members who were withdrawn or admitted within 30 days of the admission or withdrawal in violation of section 281-41E of the Hawaii revised statutes. And the way I have recited it to you is the way it reads in the statute.
Thank you. Ms. Roback, how would you like to plead?
Well, if I could,
You can make comment after you enter a
Oh,
plea, so you can.
guilty.
Okay, motion to accept the plea.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 16, the no contest plea is accepted.
She
It was
accepts
not
the
a-
charge, she accepts the
Oh,
violation.
accepted charge.
Ms. Choi, what is the recommendation?
This is a first-time violation. In this instance, there were 2 members who were removed, and they were removed as of June 6, 2018, but the notification was received on August 21st. My recommended fine is $500.
Ms. Roback, go ahead. What would you like to say, ma'am?
No, I was just saying, I just took over management there, so I wasn't sure what was happening prior to that, but, yeah.
Motion to approve the recommended fine of $500.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 16, the recommended fine of $500 is approved.
Thank you.
Okay, a point of order. Did you folks that have your signs up that are blocking the people sitting behind you, please put them down? Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Moving on to agenda item number 17, Heart Moon.
My name is Masahiro Noguchi, M-A-S-A-H-I-R-O-N-O-G-U-C-H-I. I'm owner of the Heart Moon.
And I'm part owner.
What's your name, please?
Susan Lyons, but I'm not the owner of the club, but just the
because you're gonna be here on the record, so you need to introduce yourself. Can you please introduce yourself, first and last name, and spell your last name for the reporter, please?
Okay, Susan Lyons, Lyons.
Thank you.
Mr. Noguchi, do you mind reading of the charges? I'll read charge number 1. On or about May 23rd, 2018, in the city and county of Honolulu, state of Hawaii, licensee failed to have an employee duly registered with the Liquor Commission as a manager or assistant manager of the premises on which he or she is employed in active charge of the licensed premises in violation of Rule 3-82-38.9A of the Rules of the Liquor Commission of the city and county of Honolulu.
Charge 2, let's go through them.
On or about May 23rd, 2018, in the city and county of Honolulu, state of Hawaii, licensee failed to have a time card or other adequate record showing in English the month, day, year, and time indicating AM or PM and the legal first name and surname of its employee, Cody Christopher, when that employee was on duty in violation of Rule 3-82-38.4A of the Rules of the Liquor Commission of the city and county of Honolulu. Charge number 3. On or about May 23rd, 2018, in the city and county of Honolulu, state of Hawaii, licensee permitted within licensed premises equipped with a bar the preparation of drinks in such a manner that the same was not on the top surface of the bar and in such a manner that the customer did not have a clear and unobstructed view of the bartender's operations in violation of Rule 3-82-38.3 of the Rules of the Liquor Commission of the city and county of Honolulu. Charge number 4. On or about May 23rd, 2018, in the city and county of Honolulu, state of Hawaii, licensee failed to have a current copy of the statutes relating to intoxicating liquor and the rules of the commission in English available on the licensed premises in violation of Rule 3-82-38.2 of the Rules of the Liquor Commission of the city and county of Honolulu.
Sir, how would you like to plead as to charge one?
I accept it.
Accept.
Yeah.
And how would you like to plead as to charge two?
Accept.
How would you like to plead as to charge three?
Accept.
And how would you like to plead as to charge four?
Accept.
Motion to accept the pleas for charges 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 17, charge number 1, 2, 3, and 4. The plea is accepted.
And Ms. Choi, what is your recommendations for fines for these charges?
For charge number 1, it's a first-time violation for not having an active manager on the premises. My recommended fine is $500.
Charge 2?
It is a first-time violation for not having a time card. My showing the on-duty and off-duty. My recommended fine is $250.
Charge 3?
This is also a first-time violation for failing to prepare a drink at the bar with an unobstructed view. My recommended fine is $250.
And for charge 4?
It's a first-time violation for not having the law book or the rules on the premises. My recommended fine is $100 for a total of $1,100.
And sir, have you remedied all of these violations?
Yes.
Yes, so you folks understand now your responsibilities
Oh,
as
yes.
licensees? And you folks have the laws and the rules on premise?
Oh, yes.
And have read them carefully?
Yes.
Because it seems like you folks, and this was over a year ago, but it seems like you folks were ill-prepared to operate a licensed premises.
We just opened and everything, we just started our business.
Okay, so you folks, everything has been remedied?
Yes.
The motion is to approve the recommended fines of $500 for charge 1, $250 for charge 2, $250 for charge 3, and $100 for charge 4, for a total of $1,100.
Second.
Then moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 17, the recommended fine of $500 for charge 1 is approved. The recommended fine of $250 for charge number 2 is approved. The recommended fine of $250 for charge number 3 is approved. And the recommended fine of charge 4 of $100 is approved, for a total of $1,100. Thank you very much. Moving on to agenda item number 18. Inu Islands, is that Eles?
Ales.
Huh?
Ales.
Ales, thank you so much.
The owner and representative were not able to come, but it's okay I don't object to that because actually I have to move to dismiss this charge. It was a charge for an unauthorized consumption on the premises, but we didn't have the evidence of actual consumption, just possession, so we moved to dismiss.
Motion to dismiss the charge against Inu Island Ales, agenda item 18. Second.
Then moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 18 is dismissed. Calling agenda item number 19, Mauna Kea Liquor and Groceries.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and Vice Chair, members of the Commission. May the record reflect the presence of Bill Harrison on behalf of Joy Luck, DBA Mauna Kea Liquors, and to my right is the President of Joy Luck, Mr. John Kim, KIM. And we waive public reading of the charges in this matter, and we're prepared to enter a plea.
How would you like to plead?
On all three charges, Mr.
Just for
Just
agenda
for
item
one.
19 for now.
Yes, no contest with an explanation and mitigation.
Motion to accept the no contest plea.
Second.
Then moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 19, the no contest plea is accepted.
Ms. Choi, your recommendation.
This is a first-time violation for the failure to make available all the books and records necessary for an audit. My recommended fine is $500. In this case, there were Z-tapes that needed to be maintained, but they weren't kept.
And to your knowledge, has the books and records been provided to the commission for audit?
My understanding is that the owner will provide them in the future for the auditor. but as for the ones that were not kept, they weren't kept. I can ask the auditor to come if you have any questions.
Yes, please.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I was mistaken. I think the auditor's not available,
Okay.
but I mean, that is my understanding, that there was an understanding between the owner and our auditor that it would be maintained.
Mr. Harrison?
Madam Vice Chair, may we reserve our argument as to all three matters at the conclusion of all three matters?
This is agenda item 19, and we take all of our agenda items as agendized.
Okay, that's fine. First of all, I believe that my client's books had been audited, and I believe that the audit came out proper, and they recommended that he be re-audited in 2020. He admitted and took the violation in this matter and accepted the violation, took responsibility for that. He's made corrections with his accountant to make sure this doesn't happen again, and this is a first offense for him. So we're asking that the commission do approve the recommended fine of $500 in this matter.
Okay, so in the future, books and records for the last 4 years will be readily available for the commission?
That's correct.
Thank you. Motion to approve the recommended fine of $500.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 19, the recommended fine of $500 is approved. Calling agenda item number 20, Mauna Kea Liquor and Grocery.
On this matter, he's also going to enter of no
Please
contest.
introduce yourself for the record again.
Okay. May the record reflect the presence of Bill Harrison on behalf of Mauna Kea Liquors, actually Joy Luck, DBA Mauna Kea Liquors, and to my right is John Kim, the president of Joy Luck.
Thank
And
you.
he's going to waive public meaning of this charge and a no contest plea with explanation and mitigation.
Are you entering a no contest plea for both charges in this item?
Yes.
Motion to accept the no contest pleas for charges 1 and 2.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 20, charge number 1, the no contest plea is accepted. Agenda item number 20, charge number 2, no contest plea is accepted.
Ms. Choi, your recommendations.
For charge number 1, this is a second violation in the last 5 years. My recommended fine is $2,000. This is for the violation of selling liquor to a minor. Although that there have been other violations for selling liquor to a minor, I note that they were under a different ownership in the prior years. But in the last 5 years, it was under this ownership for 2.
Thank you. And for charge 2?
I'm sorry. Ms. Choi, you said this is their second violation?
Second violation in the last 5 years.
In the last 5 years? Thank you.
Okay. For the same owner?
Yes. But in the years beyond that, then it was a different owner.
Different owner. Thank
What was the date of the
Violation.
last violation?
Hold on, I have it.
Thank you.
Can you give us both dates of both violations, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. The last violation was on April 21st, 2018. And the current one is February 8th, 2019.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, your recommendation for charge 2, please?
This is a first-time violation for failing to display the shelf prices for the alcohol in several areas of the store. My recommended fine is $100.
Mr. Harrison?
Thank you. Madam Chair, I'm going to take a little bit more time with this because there's been a lot of pilikia with regard to this establishment. You see from the signs back there and the fact that we appeared on a previous occasion, and there were a number of politicians discussing what they believe should happen to this establishment. I want to go over some history to this establishment and what I believe to be the real problem here and what is being asked of you, not today, but generally asked at this establishment. So if you would bear with me a little bit, I want to go through the history.
We will give you enough time that you need.
Thank you.
Understand one thing. I don't want any offensive comments directed at this commission.
I will not make any offensive
Or
comments.
anybody else in the audience. I do not want any arguments.
I
You
understand.
represent the facts fair and equally as you read them.
And I will
I will
remind
do
you
that.
that you pleaded no contest.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
First of all, in mitigation, my client has been the owner of these premises since April of 2016. These premises have been around, Mauna Kea Liquor's been around selling alcohol since the late 80s, I believe, under different ownership. He took over this place approximately 3 years ago. This violation, sales to a minor, the first violation, he has a procedure in his establishment. There's a sign that says no ID, no sale. He tells that to every one of his employees. His employee was on notice that she had to obtain an ID, properly look at it before sales were conducted in that establishment. She did not do that, and because of that, and it was part of her employment agreement, she was terminated. She was terminated well before any citation was filed against my client in this matter. In fact, there was an underlying criminal case that was administered against the establishment and the lady who sold the liquor. That case was dismissed under a Rule 9. A Rule 9 is a procedure whereby if a matter is stale and it hasn't been brought in a timely manner, that it's dismissed. And the underlying criminal case was dismissed based on the fact that nothing was done relative to this matter. But that's not Mr. Kim. He made motion right away after this matter had happened to actually fire the employee, and that was the understanding of all employees in this matter. He, and this is the real crux of this case, the big elephant in the room here is this, is that there's a large homeless population in that area, a huge homeless population. That population is based on a number of factors that have been discussed time and time again. And the factors include the fact that there are a number of homeless agencies that are in the area that assist the homeless. You've got River of Life, you've got Safe Haven, you've got City Hygiene Center, and I would submit that all three of those establishments, those agencies, went into existence after Mauna Kea Liquors was placed there, was in operation. So Mauna Kea Liquors was first there. We would submit, and I thank the Commission for allowing us to continue this matter to get information concerning Mauna Kea Liquors in the Chinatown community. In the packet that was given to us based on the order to show cause, there was...
I'm sorry, sir. I want you to please stay with where we are right now, which is the charge number 1 that's agendized for Agenda 20. We're not going to get into matters that are outside of this agenda matter. So could you please explain what happened on February 8th, 2019?
The employer, my client works there 6 days a week, and he works there at night mainly. He takes 1 day off. He has other employees man the operation before he takes that day off. On this occasion, he was not present. The girl unfortunately took the ID but did not look at it or carefully review it and sold the liquor. And as indicated, she was terminated as a result of that. He has since, and this is important, and we brought this up earlier, he has since decided to close his store down from at least 11:45 in the evening until 7 in the morning. He has purchased a chain link fence that comes down over the property that was purchased and installed on July 16th. Since July 16th, his store does not maintain a 24-hour operation. Now, he purchased that as a 24-hour operation. That store had been running for 24 hours since the 80s. But he's now, based on the complaints in the area, shut the establishment down between those hours. And, you know, he, as a good citizen in the community, wants to help the community and do whatever he can to help the community, but he cannot police things that happen outside. And that's really...
We're talking about this charge. So what he can't control is sale to minors, which is a very serious violation.
It is a serious violation, and I understand that this commission has seen many of these violations. In fact, I believe that this commission has seen multiple violations on occasion. It has cited individuals up to $20,000 for various violations on multiple occasions. And that's rightfully so, and he does not object to being fined in this matter. What he objects to is that the notice of violation indicates that his license may be suspended and or revoked, and that's what I'm arguing against here.
That is true, but that is a notice that we have sent out to all licensees when they get an issue of violation. We have the authority to suspend or revoke a license for this type of violation or any other.
I understand that, and what I'm trying to do is to address that concern, if this commission's even thinking in that direction, and that's why I want to explain this information. If you're telling me basically that we're looking at $2,000 fine, I will go no further in this matter. But if you're telling me that there's a possibility that he may lose his license
There's
or get
always a
suspended,
possibility, but
then-
it is up to the commission as to what fines or, what fines we levy.
and I understand that, and that's why I think that I should be allowed to go a little bit further in this matter.
So, Mr. Harrison, let me clarify one thing, sir. You pleaded.
I understand that.
You entered a plea, so
We understand
the
that.
ball is in our court. The prosecutor has made a recommendation.
I understand that. I just want to make sure that we're talking about the same thing here in terms of.
And as to charge two, this is also one that we don't like.
Yes, and he has corrected that as well. He understands that there were some bottles that were not properly displayed, and he has remedied that situation. He's making sure that employees now properly label all bottles in the establishment. That's his first offense, and he's owned the place for 3 years.
And in that time, he has now, and back to charge one, he's now sold liquor to minor twice in those 2 years. And this is instances where he was caught. I can imagine there were other instances where he wasn't caught. And so what is your client going to be doing to ensure this commission that he will not be selling to minors?
Okay, well, first of all, as I indicated earlier, he's closed down the establishment for not the 24-hour operation
I
it was before.
understand that,
So
but
he-
sales to minors can happen at any time.
So that allows him to be there more often than he used to be in the past, and that's really what I was getting to when I was explaining to you that the establishment's not open for 24 hours anymore. He's only one man, and he's a small mom-and-pop operation. He has, I believe, 2 other employees that assist him. Now he has more time to be there to supervise what goes on in the establishment, and he knows, based on what's going on in the community and what went on in the OSC here, that his license is at jeopardy should anything happen in the future. So he's going to monitor his employees properly.
We'll remind Mr. Kim that a liquor license is a privilege, not a right.
Absolutely.
So please respect that privilege and ensure this commission that you will not be selling to minors.
Yes.
Any other questions, commissioners?
Yes, Mr. Harrison or your client, what steps, can you elaborate on the training provided to Mr. Kim or his employees to assure that the salesperson is not selling to minor?
Yeah, well, first of all, he has taken that, the manager's training here, and he sits down with his employees. He's also going to buy a mechanism that's going to be a date stamp mechanism that basically will continue to show the valid dates in which you have to look at the ID and compare the dates, and it automatically changes dates every day. He's in the process of obtaining that. So the employees will have to check with that, with the ID, and assure themselves that the dates match up. That's number one. And he tells employees, based on the fact that this has happened now, and because of the concern with his license, that they are to follow the rules that he indicates, which is the big sign behind everyone's in the cashier area, that no ID, no sale, and they have to check. It doesn't matter if the person's 90 years old, they're gonna have to check every ID that comes in there, and they're not allowed to sell without doing that properly.
So 100% identification check?
100% identification.
And who does the training?
I'm sorry?
Who does the training?
He does the training since he went to the management training procedure through your program.
And when does he anticipate obtaining that equipment you just described?
When did we get that changeover thing we described?
A little more, 2 weeks, a little more, 2 weeks.
He indicates that he's ordered it, about 2 weeks or so, he'll get that.
Thank you.
And are your employees, when they're hired, are they told what could be the punishment for sales to minors?
Yes, first thing, I tell them, number one is his criminal record. It's your personal thing. Number two is you're not supposed to do that. And when you're doing that, I have to let you go right away. And just don't forget, remember, when you're doing that, you lose my license, you lose your job. And you make it, everything slows down. So, of course, first and second, it's not monthly training, yearly training. Every day, students are working. Normally, during the day, I shopping, fill up the store, and when cashier there, and I remind them, And when I'm not working, I call, you know, or sometimes when I look at the CCTV at home, when I look at it, it's not the right person, I call them right away. Did you check the ID? He says yes, ID or not. And she already have the money. I told her, no, you do not accept the money before you check the ID. Whenever I see my employee, I remind them every day, every time.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Motion to approve the recommended fine of $2,000 for charge 1 and the recommended fine of $100 for charge 2.
Second.
Then moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 20, charge number 1, the recommended fine of $2,000 is approved. Agenda item number 20, charge number 2, the recommended fine of $100 is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harrison.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 21, Silk Lady Lounge.
I'm sorry, I wasn't sure if Mr. Lee was not gonna be here, but he needed a 1-week continuance. I have no objection because he needs to obtain the discovery.
Okay. Motion to continue agenda item 21, Silk Lady Lounge for 1 week.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 21 is continued for 1 week. Calling agenda item number 22. Before I call agenda item number 22, can we take a short recess? Let these people.
We're in recess.
Yeah. Okay, we are now back on the record. Thank you very much. Let's go, move on to agenda item number 22, Star Sports Bar.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. My name is Robert Lee. I'm the authorized agent for Star Sports Bar.
Mr. Lee has communicated to me that he is, although he's the authorized representative, he's not able to locate the owners in this instance, and so I would recommend that we continue this for 2 weeks to give him time to locate the owners. And
They skipped out on you, huh, Mr. Lee?
They closed the business at the end of last year, and I've been trying to contact them for last 2 weeks, and just I couldn't get any answer from them. So I assume they're out of town, so we need a little more time. But I have no knowledge about these violations, so I have to talk to them.
Let me ask this question. Is 2 weeks enough time?
Probably 4 weeks.
Yes.
I have no objection.
Yeah, let's give them.
1 month.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, Mr. Lee, when was the last time you had contact with the owners? Roughly.
About 2 months ago,
Okay.
I had a conversation.
Okay, and the business has been closed, did you say?
Yes,
It has been closed. Has their license been renewed?
license has been canceled and turned it into.
Okay. We're chasing bad ones.
Mr. Lee, where is this location? Next to
It's
Shiro's?
Waimanu Shopping Center.
Next to Shiro's?
Next to the Shields.
Okay, thank you.
Take it up in 1 month.
Yeah. Give them 1 month and then fill in now.
Motion to continue agenda item 22, Star Sports Bar for 1 month.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 22 is continued for 1 month. Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Thank you.
Calling agenda item number 23, Study Hall Sports Bar and Grill.
Hello, I'm Doug Morrison, Morrison, and I'm the president of Study Hall. This is Jed Roa, he's my partner. Matt, why don't you show each other? That's all three of us, we're the three partners. Jed Roa, ROA.
JED ROA.
And Matt Spector.
My name is Matt Spector, S-P-E-C-T-O-R.
Thank you.
On or about March 21st, 2019, in the city and county of Honolulu, state of Hawaii, licensee allowed a DJ to perform which was not authorized by the commission and which constituted a violation of Rule 3-82-31.28 of the Rules of the Liquor Commission of the city and county of Honolulu.
Mr. Morrison, how would you like to plead?
Guilty.
Motion to accept the plea.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 23, the guilty plea is accepted.
Ms. Choi,
This is a first-time violation for conducting a business out of category. I recommend a fine of $500.
gentlemen, what happened?
Okay, I would like to explain, I'm glad I'm here because I'd like to kind of explain where we're at with this location. When I was here the first time with Wayne Luke, someone asked me, it was one of you two ladies, asked me how I was gonna manage this place. Well, Jed and I have been together 40 years. We opened Moose's together, we have a great history together, and so Jed takes care of checking IDs every busy night, not just sometimes. He's there every night, or a guy named Gavin Kaina, who is a deputy sheriff, is at the front door. We get, since we've been open, we've gotten, we added it up one day, which is amazing, but we get 700 kids on Thursday nights, times 4, times 17 months. It's over like 34,000 kids have been trying to get in there on Thursday night that we manage. Matt, our other partner, he's in charge of security. And that's what he does when we're busy. That's all he does. We have 6 guys on the floor. When I was here the first time, somebody asked me how I was gonna manage this. And I said, well, I owned Moose's for 10 years, 60 steps from this door, with zero violations of the Liquor Commission in 10 years. I recently was with the Seattle Seahawks, which we've talked about. I had 67,000 people on game day. So I was very good at managing young people and very good at managing problems. When Matt's been in charge of security, we haven't had one fight in the place. They used to have 4 to 6 fights a night.
We appreciate that, Mr. Morrison, but that's not what this violation is
Well,
about.
it is, because there's a violation here that I'm getting, and I wanna explain where we're at, or we're out of business. So I wanna explain why there was a DJ there.
Okay.
And that's why I brought witnesses with me.
Okay,
Because I wanna have
do
my.
you understand that your class and category does not allow
That's why I
for
want to
that?
explain this.
Okay, go ahead.
So I wrote this all up for you. I did a 90-day temporary with you people. You granted that to me. I didn't know, I said, okay, for 90 days, we're gonna be perfect. Now, I've got rumblings from the Liquor Commission that they will never give me a license to do music because of the neighborhood. Because of the neighborhood. I got a statement right here from the lady that used to complain all the time, because we went and met with her. I met with the community, I met with the people in the community and said, okay, tell me what happened here before, between the Varsity and Tropics. It was a nightmare there.
So have you submitted an application
No,
for a change of class and
I'm
category?
going to get there.
Okay.
Going to get there. I know it's late, and I know you guys are getting irritated, but I need to discuss this because I made the mistake of not knowing what a 90-day permit was. I thought that was a trial period. If you do good, you get a permit. Terry Lee asked me one time, the attorney, he's our attorney, said, do you need any help with the paperwork? I said, no, I got it. I already turned in the paperwork. Talked to Homer, he said, you need any help, Mo? I said, no, we got it. Well, we didn't have it, because I didn't know that there was something else you had to do to apply for the rest of it. My lease is up there. Kamehameha came after me and said, would you do a college bar for us like Moose's? I said, I will. I don't want to, but I will. So when I did this, I thought the 90-day was for, okay, if you have no problems, you get a permit. Wrong. Okay, I made a mistake. Wrong. Now if I put $2,300 in here and I go, my lease is up in December from Kamehameha. What good does it do? I get the license, what, in November? So I brought some guys here with me today as witnesses to what we're trying to do there. I raise a lot of money for the community and musicians community. A lot of money.
Mr. Morrison, we don't accept testimony from witnesses.
Well, then why didn't they tell me that so these guys didn't have to be here so long? I came here and talked to Sini and Nolan and all those guys up there.
Excuse me, Mr. Morrison, please, this is not a court of law.
Okay, but wait a
and
minute.
This is not to.
This is what the problem
We are
is. Joe, this is what the
adjudicating,
problem
I'm
is.
sorry, I'm speaking.
Okay.
We are adjudicating this violation
Okay, but
and
it's just
this
gonna get
violation
worse, and
only.
I've tried to.
Okay, so let me say this, Mr. Morrison. You pleaded guilty to the violation, and we are gonna impose a fine. Your next step is to go to the counter to the administration. We do not handle anything. And find out from them what you've gotta do to upgrade your license, because obviously you're playing loud music over there and your license doesn't. I don't know what are the particulars, Ms. Choi?
Well, he needs to apply for a different category to allow the live music.
To allow it. Okay, there wasn't approved. Wait, no, wait, listen, hear me out, okay? This is our turn, okay? So you need to go to the administration because they're the ones that handle all of the applications. Get prepared, and then it will come back to us. But for us to be able to tell you, we're gonna do this or we're gonna fix that, that's not within our boundaries.
Yeah, we can't grant you what you want right now in this setting.
I
What was the
understand.
reason for the 90-day trial period then? If there's-
If we got a 90-day trial,
So
what
that-
was the reason for doing that?
So that you could see how it went, to see how the community went, but then that doesn't mean you automatically get it at
But-
the end of
but
the
we
90
never-
days.
We never got 1 inch of feedback from that, from anybody. And then when I get the feedback, it was, I gotta say this, because this is why I stopped. I came here and talked to Ashley and Sini and all the girls out there and said, I've been told that there's all these violations and there's all these noise complaints. Where are they? I don't have any citations for those. I have 1 complaint in 17 months, violation for music. So I came here and said, give me my file. Because I'm an owner. I want to know where are these complaints? Because they're coming out of the Liquor Commission. The word is that we are not going to get a license even if I apply for it. That's what I'm hearing.
That's not up to
Okay, but
anyone
what
but
I'm
us.
saying is that now, the roadblock here is, I'm not getting the proper information to how to swim through the stream. I've tried when Terry Lee's tried, I've tried, everybody's tried. We can't.
Mr. Morrison, have you been represented by Mr. Lee? By
Yes.
Terry Lee?
Yes.
Terry Lee knows.
So Terry Lee knows.
Okay, but the thing is he's also talked to other people here that have said to him, there's not gonna be a license because of the
Let me tell you
problems.
something, to suggest that this commission has hearsay or talking about licensees, what we would or would not grant, they don't have the authority or power to do it.
Okay.
So as far as I'm concerned, it's all hearsay, and we're gonna defend the actions of the commission. I'm not
Well-
gonna take anything of hearsay and this paper here that goes, and I don't know what the point of this paper is
Okay,
about
I'll tell you the point.
construction or
I came to
whatever.
the office here. I came here last Friday, and I said, what do I need to do, because Terry couldn't be here today, what do I need to do to talk to everybody? They said, prepare, I was told by the people that work here, prepare this. Bring some witnesses. So I did. I
That's if
give
you're
this-
gonna contest, so if
let
you
me-
were gonna contest the charge, then you'd be allowed witnesses in a
Okay, so now it's a
contested
matter of
hearing.
semantics, and I'm
All
not
right,
contesting that, I said
Mr.
guilty.
Morris, okay, this is gonna turn into an argument, and I'm not gonna allow that.
Yeah.
Just by your admission, you messed up.
Well,
Because Mr. Lee is not here, you should have asked the prosecutor to continue the case, because he wouldn't be conducting himself in the manner that you are conducting yourself.
Oh,
He
yes.
would present to this commission the reasonable facts, and we would act on that. So with that being said, can I have a motion on
Yes,
the
sir.
penalty, please?
Motion to approve the recommended fine of $500.
Second.
Moved in second, all those in favor?
Aye.
I vote aye. Agenda item number 23, the recommended fine of $500 is approved. Thank you for coming, gentlemen. Calling agenda item number 24, administrative matters, none. Meeting is adjourned.